Over the sea to Mull to check out some familiar haunts. If you're hoping for originality, maybe next time. Up to the summit of Cnoc Fear to spot what we can see. Call! And what's that? Aye, the Outer Isles. Ardnamurchan Point, and behind that is Cana. And here's the Rum Coolin. And now the Sgúr of Egg, with the Black Coolin of Skye ahint it. We're looking from the island of Mull across the mainland to other Hebrides. The background peak is the Red Coolin on Skye. The village over the Sound of Mull is Killachone. This mountain is Ben Heant, the fairy mountain, part of the ancient volcano of Ardnamurchan. Right up Loch Sunart, where Somerled kept his fleet of beerlands, many Viking longships. In the Sound of Mull we spot a ferry for Tiree or perhaps South Uist or Barra. The peak catching the sunlight is Pentala as we've swung right back to our island of Mull. And hiding behind the radio mast is mighty Bain Mor, Mull's Munro Mountain. Oh no, he's back at his standing stones at Baliscate. What's his excuse this time? Checking out his new external microphone. The first bit is with the iPhone's own mic. He has a few goes at this, so just bear with him.
Yeah, we must mind the night gang. Jason. Clockwise, which involves navigating Amboga Big, which may be easier said than done. Oops. There we go. Am I ever going to stop filming these? I doubt it. Okay. Does this work as a mic? If I hold it out here, the sound should, well, that would happen anyway, I suppose. Oops. Doobie doobie doobie. Doobie doobie doobie. Doobie doobie doobie. So the first, this doobie doobie is away from the camera and the mic. This doobie doobie is right up at the mic. This doobie doobie is right up at the camera, at the phone. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, here we are, and it is turning out to be a rather beautiful day. Let's get a bit more in there. Oops. And we've got the standing stones, and we've got these. I'm getting used to these houses. Yeah, these houses. I'm getting used to them. I mean, at first I thought this is wrecking my view. There we go. What can you do? You can't do anything about that. There we go. That looks like it's Lottie. There's two things in the back. The Lord of the Isles. Heading home from Barra, South Uist, somewhere like that. Could be coming from Tiree. Could be Tiree. Don't know if you can pick up the bird songs. Nice. Feels like spring is coming. So here's my standing stones that you've all seen so many times. There's the money. I'll focus on the money. Come on, camera. Focus on the money. There we are. Focus on the money. A good tip for life. Although the spirit may be more important. So I've walked around here without trying to get myself completely covered in yuck. That's a technical term there. Anybody who's not in Scotland, yuck. Let's get that in focus. There we go. And there's one that's fell down. Let's have a wee look at the inn that's fell down. There we are. What a shame. 3 in a row. As I've remarked before, a very Mull feature. 3 stones in a row. And Iain's fell down. But we still give it. Right, let's see if we can tune into Radio Luxembourg. Hang on. Hi, it's Tiny Prince. Oh, good grief, yes you can. Yes, if you want to feel telluric energy, if you ever come here, if you do this and you can't feel it, well, it's nae for you. And over there, somewhere yonder, is of course, as regular viewers will know, the ancient Christian church from the time of St. Columba. Can I come here and not take that in? Even though really I'm a pagan? No, I can't, because there is something about it that I like. So I'm heading now to the old Christian Kirk, and it's spring. It's trying to spring. It's lovely. I take each time of the year these days. I'm not in a hurry, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not in a hurry for the next bit. I savour each bit. I haven't got many of them left. So I enjoy the change as it happens. I always love this wee burn here. It's quite deep. And Iain Dirk. And running water, supposed to give you positive ions. It's a wee bit of a traipse, but no, it's not far really. It's just a bit scratchy. But who can complain about the wind, the gorse, whatever you cry it? Smells of coconut. It does. People that ken what I'm talking about. Lovely colour. Lovely idea of life in the yelly. Of course, famously the yelly is on the broom, which is a similar plant, but not quite the same. A wee bit later often. Sometimes they bloom at the same time. Of course, gorse or whin is opportunistic, although this is the time of year you would expect it to start, and it means the insect life will be coming back. Well, it's come back. Maybe you can even see some of them. A bit too wee, maybe. Some nice fungi on the stump. It makes a mess, this forestry. When I first came here, this was through a dark forest. It was Guy and Dirk coming through here, and it was easy to get lost. Luckily, I'm still quite capable of getting lost, even without the trees. Aye, is this no a mess? I suppose actually, I mean, it's good that we can see where we're going now, and also it'll be good for insects and stuff like that, and the sort of microfauna. Okay, so here I am, back at the Christian church, which most of you will have seen a few times before. For me, have a look at the altar-y bitty, the wee font, and has it got? It's got the coins are still in there, so that's nice. Nobody's fished them out through the galore. Now we get ready. There's my horn. Okay, boys, we're going to feel the. Oh, I can feel the vibes. Yes, right. We do 3 times rune Jeshel. That's clockwise, sunwise. So here we go. Feel hand out. The hands out to the right hand side. Obviously, I'm not putting my left horn out, so that's got the camera on it. I'm trying to test my new microphone. I've got a new microphone that goes on here. I'm not at all sure that I've got this working, but with the help from the ancient church, the old Kirk. Well, let's have a look at that. Look how gorgeous it is. There we are. I got about the mouth of Loch Sunart that we saw yesterday from the top of Cnoc Fear and through the trees. Ben Hient, which we also saw yesterday. I never get tired of the same stuff. If you do, this maybe isn't the channel for you. Yes, this is, again, one of the theories is that this is where they mounted the cross. Probably wooden cross on this stone platform. That's one theory. This is the embankment. You can see it better with more pictures. See how this is part of the ditch, the vallum, the wall. It's a wall. Vallum means wall, but often there was a ditch. It's like a henge. As we've heard before from me, the sacred from the profane. Now what I'm going to do here is to test my microphone. I'm going to pill it out. Pardon? Aye. And I'm going to pill it out and see if there's any difference. There we go. Is that better or worse? It's like the opticians except for your ears. Is that better or worse? Well, there we are. Right now, as we complete circuit 2, barreled round 2 times now, I'll put it back in. It's much more like studio quality now. Acceptable for broadcast. As we go, barreling round a 3rd time. Yes. Again, more of McKinnon's stumps. There's a reason why I cry them that. It's McKinnon Quest on Facebook. She's not happy about the stumps that are left in Scotland's afforested areas, and she's quite right. I think it's a policy that could do with the refining. We shouldn't have our entire countryside. Is that 3 times I've done that? That's very quick. Right, now I have to turn around Jessel, because I can't go back myself or bad things will happen. Yes, our forestry would be used to harvest Sitka spruce, which is maybe not the worst thing in the world, but it's not great because it's just tubes that extract the goodness of the soil, what goodness there is, leave it unusable for anything else, and people from elsewhere benefit from the financial transactions that ensue. So there we go. However, let's take a moment to just enjoy being here at Baliscate, ancient Kirk. There's the font again. I'm standing on the cross mountain, and here in these ditches are what's left of one of my favourite places.